Hi Cancer, welcome to your fortnightly check-in with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So with that said, it is worth mentioning there's no astrology in these. These are purely tarot, so check them out for whichever one really speaks to you. All right, so for your cross purposes over the next fortnight, what is your what is your card? That one seemed to want out because it came up in my hand, and it is the Temperance card. All right, so realistically, the macrocosmic lesson here is that you're on the wrong path in some regard. Now, I don't want that to upset or offend anybody, but temperance is about alignment. And what this is basically, tarot is basically saying to you, you've gone down a certain path, you're slightly off track here. You need to course correct in some way, shape or form. You're being encouraged to check. Do you really feel, this is kind of like one of those times where, you know, like when your parents used to ask you a question, they already knew the answer, they were just waiting for you to fess up. Do you really think this is the right aligned path for you at the moment? And you're like, yeah, totally. Or do you really think this is right? It's like, so this is the question. On a more sort of microcosmic level, on a personal level, where is it that maybe you're getting in your own way? Well, let's have a look, right? To add to this, it's the Eight of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, one way that you at the moment that you need to kind of, you know, fix up a little, you're throwing yourself into work and life is passing you by. This is where you are being busy for the sake of being busy, right? And whatever it is that you're avoiding or trying to escape, you are being encouraged to really take a moment to, you know, slow it up. I know for a fact, like I am a moon sign Cancer, as many of you know, my lunar brothers and sisters, you know I love you. I know for a fact that's definitely a message for some part of my life right now. I'm in a personal year 3 and I've done nothing but tried to focus on work, and that's not how you extract the best out of the year. So this is a smack on the wrist for Rafi right now. Now, in terms of your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Devil card, you got the Ten of Wands. All right, Tarot, stop showing off. You made your damn point. So the first thing that I want to say to a lot of you, some of the approaches that you are taking to, whether this is work, whether it's daily life, whether it's relationships, some of the approaches that you are taking to things are outdated. And you need to let go of a past idea or ideology over this next fortnight, because that's going to be the way that you move forward. What's really going to help you excel in your life is releasing this idea that you have that things can only be or happen in one way. And it's funny because I had a big realization about this, about something in particular in my life today. And it was like I heard this so like loud and clear. It was like the old ways just aren't going to cut it anymore, Raf. And it's in one specific area of my life. There are going to be things that I need to shift. And I was like, oh, okay. And now the cards are out here calling me out on my business. Like, you need to relax, girl. Sorry, it's just me being an idiot. For your career and communications, you've got the Seven of Swords. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And the Ace of Swords. So the Seven of Swords has, in the Rider-Waite-Smith system of reading, the Seven of Swords has an element to it that not many people really talk about because it's not very known. And one of the keywords that he wrote for this card was design, right? So when it comes to your career, you've got the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Swords. That's a new contract or a new direction that shows up for you. The Seven of Swords could be potentially some kind of deceit that happens in or around the career or the academic sort of sector. But on the other side of this, especially with this, right, you had the message from the tarot to say, Are you really on the right path for you, or do you need to change or adapt something? The message here is yes, right? And that Seven of Swords suggests that this fortnight you are going to spend time designing something new when it comes to your career, when it comes to your vocation. So for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this actually is slightly different for you guys. I feel like someone's going to give you something this fortnight. Maybe it's a lecturer, a teacher, whatever, whoever. Someone gives you something and it's almost like they want to give you this thing to keep you occupied, to keep you out of their hair, or to keep you focused on something else. What they don't realize is that they're handing you fucking gold, right? It's like whatever they're giving you, you are going to turn it into something amazing. So they're just going to be like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. And then when you sort of do this, right, and switch it to your favor, they're going to be like, huh. So get yours for the students among you. I love this. All right, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, again, there's something here that shows up as a detriment, but it works in your favor almost instantaneously. I will say as well, for a lot of you, this could be the week where you decide that you are in for another job. You're going in for something else. You're going in wholeheartedly. And it's almost like there's a part of you that up until now has, you know, Cancer is a nostalgic sign. So you've clung to the familiar. Only here you're deciding to do something very, very different. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is where it's like one door is closing and another one is coming to an end. And also there's going to be some kind of revelation that comes to you very much by luck. This, you know, I don't talk about luck very often, but I will say luck, fortune, whatever it might be, whatever you want to call it, is definitely with you over this next fortnight. There's something that shows up for you that absolutely hits. And when it does, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, had I not, you know, if I'd been 2 minutes earlier, if I'd been 5 minutes later, whatever it might be, like there's some wonderful piece of luck coming in for your business. And it might come as a challenge. Right at first, when it shows up, you might be like, oh, this is okay. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, I actually really like this for some kind of travel, but I'm going to be really honest with you, that Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords, it does suggest that there's something about this travel that it's not done right. Maybe you signed the wrong name, or not name, but you know what I mean, like, you know, when you're filling out applications for visas, or, you know, maybe you've put the wrong passport number in, or what I mean, usually that stuff is flagged up, but you know what I mean, it's like there's something wrong with the documents or the paperwork with this, and it's like you're going to wait and you'll be really excited, and then you'll see it and you'll be like, oh crap, you're going to have to go back and redo it. For your love and relations, you've got the World card, okay, with the King of Cups and the High Priestess. So this is very interesting. The High Priestess coupled with the King of Cups, that is a Cancer male. So a Cancer, for those of you that are single and looking, it doesn't have to be a male, but a Cancerian, a fellow Cancerian person is going to be on your mind over this fortnight, right? Now, because you've got the World card here, this could be somebody that you connect with in secret, maybe very much behind closed doors. Maybe it has an element of clandestine to it, especially if this is somebody that you work with, right? There's always problems with that, because it's like, you know, or, you know, if this person is your boss or you're their boss, you know, all the other implications are opened up. But I think that there is definitely someone coming in, but you're keeping your cards very close to your chest about this person right now. And I will tell you that this person is very likely to be either from a different background, a different culture, or a very different upbringing to you, or maybe even like a different sort of monetary band. For those of you that are... Okay, there could be a reunion for some of you as well, but only for a very select few of you. And then for... be mindful of reconnections that come in over the next fortnight. Not for all of you, but for a select few of you. It's really weird. Like, let's say out of 100% of people, 5% of you will be having reconnections over this fortnight with somebody that you've dated previously. 2.5 of that 5% ask the question, why is this person coming back into my life at this moment in time? There's something a little bit odd about this. Sorry, I just had like a, yeah. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, where you've had problems, challenges, or issues with or within the relationship, things are about to shift, and it's because you both discover or rediscover a hobby of some sort. There's something here where it's like you both haven't had something in your life that was just solely for you. It's been so much just about the relationship that that's what's put the strain on it. For your money and materials, you've got the Page of Cups with the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. When it comes to your finances over this next fortnight, cut your losses. Whatever they are, whenever they show up, cut your losses. This Page of Cups here with the High Priestess, there is a financial... sorry, my allergies are driving me mad at the minute. There is a financial implication to this, and that Three of Swords with the Five of Pentacles, cut your losses and run. Once it's done, just let it be done, right? But then it looks like there's either some kind of expense or some kind of moment here where you kind of say, okay, you know what, let me draw a line under that and move forward now. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this fortnight, go and get your eyes checked. I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but please go and get your eyes checked and watch out for glass around those kinds of things as well. And then finally, when it comes to your home and your environment, it looks like a lot of you could be moving this fortnight, or at least changing your location temporarily, which is very interesting. It looks like you're somewhat displaced for a fortnight in some way, shape or form. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic fortnight. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.